As you know, I love watching Caitlin Clark play basketball. A whole lot of people love watching Caitlin Clark play basketball. She single-handedly made the WNBA a thing, a national thing, even though the older stars still don't want to believe or accept that. And now, right before their very eyes, they're rolling at Caitlin Clark. Just as they want to be paid for what they're owed, thanks to Caitlin Clark, the coach that took them to the Cinderella's ball, I'm talking about the transportation coach, Caitlin Clark's coach, as in transportation, as in buggy, is turning back into a pumpkin right before their very rolling eyes. What a strange saga this season has turned into for Caitlin Clark. And of course, I have my theories. She had played 181 straight games from her college years through her rookie year last year. 181 straight without an injury. 181. That's a lot of games. No injuries. Then, she missed some preseason games with what was announced as left leg tightness. Then she missed 5 regular season games with what was announced as left quad strain. Then she missed 5 more regular season games with what was announced as left groin. Now she has missed the last 2 games, regular season games, along with the 3-point shootout and the All-Star game in her house, Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, where she was reduced to being, of course, a coach/cheerleader. She's missed all that with what was announced as a right groin. And she's still iffy as the league resumes its regular season games. So I've gone back and watched the play on which she, according to the team, pulled her right groin. That came with 39 seconds left against Connecticut up in the Boston Celtics house. And the play just looks so routine to my eyes. There's no awkward slip or fall. She makes a sweet little feed to Kelsey Mitchell, breaking free down the baseline for a layup. No doubt Caitlin's the best passer in the W. But as she turns to trot back up court, she grabs her right groin. Then she goes and lightly bangs her head against the far stanchion in frustration. Then she goes to the bench and covers her head with a towel in abject frustration. Now, Caitlin did take a fall a little earlier in that game, but she was able to keep playing with no sign of any groin pull at all that I could see. I don't know. So that's 4 leg injuries in 2.5 months. After playing 181 straight games with no injuries, you've had 4 leg injuries, soft tissue injuries in 2.5 months. Now, I'm not talking about a knee injury, not talking about a shoulder. Thank God we're not talking about the dreaded Achilles issue. But still, I can't help but wonder what is going on here with Caitlin Clark. So this all made me wonder if maybe Caitlin got so tired of all the ungrateful resentment and all the petty jealousy that she finally said, okay, let's see how you do without me. I have no proof whatsoever that did happen, but I did wonder if that were happening. I mean, did you see what Kelsey Plum said at halftime and then after Saturday night's All-Star game? At halftime, she strongly made the point in an on-court interview that her team was going to pour it on Team Clark because her team was so much better than Team Clark. Then afterward, she was sitting next to Sabrina Ionescu of Team Clark, who played for Team Clark, and Kelsey Plum who played for the winning team, they won, 151 to 131. Kelsey Plum said, the idea to wear those pay us what you owe us t-shirts came out of a meeting that Saturday morning. A meeting, said Kelsey Plum, that, and I quote, 0 members of Team Clark were very present for. A remark a clearly surprised Sabrina said, with sort of a forced chuckle, was not needed to be mentioned. Ha ha ha. It sounded like Kelsey Plum was taking a shot at Caitlin Clark for not being that interested in fighting the league for more money because she, Caitlin Clark, makes so much off the court. Man, this league has now so many veteran divas in it that nobody ever watched before Caitlin Clark arrived. These veteran divas are now so full of themselves because they've actually deluded themselves into believing they're at least as big at draws as Caitlin has become. What they all should be most worried about right now is that their golden goose, Caitlin, is ailing. Caitlin just keeps pulling things and missing games. She's missed 11, played in 12. And missing games has prevented her from finding any kind of shooting groove or rhythm. I'm not going to lie about this. I'm not going to gloss over it as big a fan as I am of Caitlin's, but she is in an all-time bad shooting slump. She's now shooting 27.9% from three. That ranks 56th of 57 qualified players in the WNBA. Even more horrifying, Caitlin Clark is now 2 of 35 from three on the road. 2 of 35, that's 6%. What? Allstate Insurance won't love hearing that. You've seen the new commercial from the logo. From the floor isn't much better right now. Caitlin is shooting only 36.7% from the floor. That ranks 56th of 62 qualified in the league. And while her 8.8 assists per game is second in the W, her 5.1 turnovers per game are by far the worst. Angel Reese is second, way down at 3.8 to her, Caitlin's 5.1. Whew. The Fever actually, as you probably know, won the Commissioner's Cup championship game without Caitlin Clark. So the leading vote getter in the All-Star game is, cold hard truth, having a terrible season so far. In fact, it has been so bad that sometimes I've wondered if maybe she took a few games off just to give herself a much-needed mental break. I've wondered that. I mean, you realize there's a 30-story poster of Caitlin Clark, her going up for a jump shot, that covers the entire east side of the JW Marriott in downtown Indianapolis, a poster you can see from anywhere in downtown, maybe from a mile outside downtown. So talk about pressure, and on top of that, so many veteran stars try to get physical with her, try to bully her. Man, Caitlin Clark has had a rough year. But all I know for sure about the WNBA is that it had better get Caitlin Clark physically and mentally healthy or risk sliding right back off the national map. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest here. I find it difficult to watch WNBA games without her on the floor. I did watch most of the All-Star game on Saturday night, mostly just to see how she would react as an unofficial coach. But guess what that game turned into? All the other players tried to be Caitlin Clark. That's what happened. From the logo, from the logo, from the logo. The league had put in circles alongside the logo for 4-point shots. You had to have your feet inside the circles alongside the logo to get 4 points. And even the post players were launching them. I'm sure agents were telling all their players before the game, these are the shots that made Caitlin famous. Launch them. It's just an all-star game. It was hard to watch. Man, I miss Caitlin Clark.